I'm here at Camden's Electric Ballroom with Jordan from Newfound Glory. How are you today?
Good, I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you. Now, are you feeling a bit jaded because you're in Glasgow last night, I believe, so that's quite a trek.
Yeah, well, I slept the whole time, so
Oh, good for you.
so I don't have anything to worry about.
What about the bandmates though? Did they sleep as well or party animals?
Yeah. No, well, it's funny because last night they had a Newfound Glory after party, like Newfound Glory after party hosted by us, you know, but we had to leave at midnight. So we got like people on Twitter were really mad at us that we weren't there. Like, I paid to get in this thing, and you guys weren't even there. But I'm like, we wanted to go, but it's like we couldn't because we had to drive. So.
How are you going to make it up for them? Just great shows and
Yeah. We'll have to just play more songs for them next time.
So how's the UK been treating you generally? You've been kind?
Yeah, UK's always awesome for us. Like, we've been coming here now. I think the first time we came here was like 2001 or 2002. And we just, you know, we always try and come back every year. It's always cool.
And 8 hours prior to a London gig, how are you feeling at this point? Are you nervous or?
No, just, you know, I'm a little bit tired, but it's fine. It's weird because you could see us sitting backstage before a show, like, kind of just like slumped over with our computers and 10 minutes before the show, you know? And we'll get on stage and it's like totally different people, just going crazy.
You've got stage personas.
Yeah, and you have like the adrenaline, you know, and stuff, so.
Yeah. So you've been probably together about 13 years, is that about right?
Almost 15 now.
Wow.
14.
Okay, so you've been on the road for a majority of that, I guess. Does it ever feel like a normality though, or do you have to adapt to that sort of lifestyle?
Well, I mean, we've definitely been touring pretty much the whole time we've been in a band, but you know, when you're home, it's more like you have to adapt to being home as opposed to adapt to being on tour. Because we're so used to being on tour, it's like. And especially now, it's a little bit easier to be on tour, just because we started in a van and slept on floors and did it that way for a long time, and then we kind of graduated to a bus, and you know.
You got all the gadgets and everything.
Yeah, I got all the gadgets, and then like, you know, we have the hotels on days off and things, so it's like a little bit nicer and easier. But you know, it still takes a toll on like, you know, your relationships at home, or like, you know, even for me as a singer, like my voice and stuff. But you know, it's like one of those things that I've just learned to know how to. I've figured out how to take care of it.
And
to an extent, you know.
And Skype and everything helps as well.
Oh yeah.
In touch with everyone and aim and all of those things.
Especially now, I don't even have to bring a laptop. I have like a tab, like an iPad, you know.
I'll get you.
Yeah.
Latest gadget.
Yeah, and it has like a camera and stuff, and it's so easy. I can just walk around and it's great.
It definitely helps. So you must know each other's idiosyncrasies, I can't say the word now under pressure, but everyone's quirks and everyone's habits. But has anyone adopted any new ones in recent months that are grating on you a bit?
Our bass player Ian's really OCD when it comes to like collecting things.
Yeah.
He's a big collector, and he gets like really like zones in. Like when we get to a venue early, he'll wake up before everybody else, and he'll like find his way into the venue to find like a poster of the show or like a flyer or something. And Ian has a whole storage, separate storage area like back home, where it's just full of Newfound Glory stuff.
So he's a massive hoarder then.
He's like the archivist, like the
That's
archiver.
good to have one.
Yeah. So like if we ever want to put out a book or something, like Ian has everything.
Do you think that might be in the pipeline? Because I know a lot of fans would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I know you've brought Save Your Breath on this tour with the Welsh guys. A lot of people say that punk pop people support the younger acts, and do you believe that? Do you think that's your scene's generally good at doing that?
Yeah, I think because, you know, especially now because there's so many, you know, good young bands coming out, like Save Your Breath and The Wonder Years and Before You're Strong and like those kind of bands. I definitely think that this genre of music, it never really went anywhere. It's just kind of like what is popular at the time, I guess. It kind of goes in waves, but we've never gone anywhere in either of those bands, you know. So I think now more than ever, I think it's stronger than ever, you know.
That's good. And on this tour, I guess you've been showcasing some of the new stuff from the new album.
One song.
Just the one
Yeah.
song? Oh, you're keeping it tight to your chest.
Keeping it secret.
Yeah. How's it been received though? People seem to be enjoying it on YouTube and stuff.
People have been really liking the new song, the funny thing is it's a good first song to put out, but I think it'll make more sense when people hear the whole record.
Is it quite coherent then? Is there a theme throughout?
Yeah, and it kind of sets it up for the record, and lyrically, that song is a little more simpler, because it's kind of like just kind of stating what the whole record's going to be about. And then for fans, for people that are fans of our lyrics and stuff, they'll really enjoy all the other songs.
Yeah, the story being told.
Yeah.
And you've worked with Neil Armstrong again. Is it important to you to feel comfortable with the producer if you're talking about personal stories and things like that, just so it's not embarrassing?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, everything that we do everything that we write it's about just people in our lives or us, individually. And with Neil, we've known him for 10 years. He did 3 of our biggest records. So even though we haven't worked with him in 5 years, like it was kind of going back, and it was like we've been together, the whole time, and it was good. And he really pushed us to make the best record we could make.
I saw an interview that Chad was saying that he wanted it to be more like punk roots.
Yeah.
What does he mean by that exactly? What?
Just kind of taking like how timeless those records are, and making it where you put on an old Ramones record or a Descendants record or even an old Green Day record, and it's like from the minute you play it, it's like you're bobbing your head the whole time, and it's like just coming through at you, like
relentless.
Yeah, and it's like nonstop, and it's everyone's having a good time listening to it. You can sing along to every song, but that's kind of how we wanted to make this new record, where it's like you put it on, it's like nonstop the whole time.
Okay, great. And so at Reading, will we get more than one track?
No.
Do you think?
No, we'll just do the one, only because we'll put, if we play another, which we totally could play another song, but if we do, it's always like it gets on the internet and people say it doesn't sound good.
Oh,
it sucks.
Wait till they can hear it in its best.
Yeah.
You played Reading a few times before. I think at one point you had a tattoo by Frank Carter after one of your performances.
Yeah, on my shoulder, but it was a few years ago. We were doing a lock-up stage, and Gals was playing, and he started to do my tattoo, and then he had to go play, so we had to wrap it up. And then as soon as he was done, he came back and finished it, and he was all like sweaty, and it hurt really bad too because it was sitting for like an hour not finished, But it's a cool story.
Yeah. What will you do to celebrate your main stage performance? Anything planned for afterwards other than a tattoo or another one?
I don't know. My favorite thing about Reading and Leeds is playing, and we play like in the middle of the day, so I have all day to just go watch bands. Like I want to see Cerebral Palsy. Have you heard them?
Yeah, they're wild.
Yeah, I want to see them, and I definitely want to hang out with the My Chem guys and see what's up and see them play. So.
It's nice to hear that you still enjoy taking in music and you're not going to be bogged down with press all day. Right?
Yeah. I mean, we'll have a little bit, but it won't be an all-day thing. So.
That's good. And so after Reading, do you have a bit of a gap before you start the big tour?
Yeah, September we kind of have home with a couple random flying things in the States, and then the tour starts October 6th, the Buck's Not Dead tour.
Right. I've seen some discussions about the lineup on Twitter, and generally everyone's ecstatic.
Yeah.
I saw Chad had to argue his point a bit regarding a few of the bands.
Right.
What was the criteria for you for the bands that were on the list?
I think we just wanted to take bands that were coming out, like up and coming good bands that we know are good people and are playing this kind of music, but they're also doing it without any preconceived style or they're not dressed a certain way, and they just have their thing and they do it well, and they're there to put on a good show and do the best they can and have fun and kind of we all just, and it all just feels like a family, you know, because we know all the bands, you
Oh,
know,
that's nice.
and they're all real, legit bands. Like they're not trying to be anything that they're not. You
They're
know?
authentic.
They're authentic.
Yeah, that's cool. The video for Radio Surgery, I saw on your Facebook you did a call out for your fans to come and try and, what was the treatment in the end for the video?
Well, I don't want to give anything away, but it's
top
like,
secret.
yeah, it's like, but it's going to be one of those videos where you're going to have to watch over and over again because there's so much stuff that's happening that it's really fun to like pick out what's going on.
Okay, and when do we get to see it?
I'm not probably the next couple months. I mean, we're still waiting to get like the first cuts and stuff. So.
You're teasing us with all these things.
I know. It's so early, you know.
Yeah, it builds suspense though, so it's a good thing,
Yeah.
isn't it? So after the big tour, which I think culminates at House of Blues, what will you be doing then?
During the big tour, like what kind of?
Or what will you be doing when it's finished? What are your
Oh,
plans after that?
I don't know. We
Just relax for a bit.
Well, you know, we're obviously going to come back here.
Oh, good.
Probably in February or so. I'm not sure. But yeah, you know, it's just once the record comes out, it's non-stop touring. You know, we obviously have like breaks in between tours, but it's just one tour after the next.
And do you worry about reviews now after 15 years? Do you just think, well, what
No, I mean, critics have never really given our band the greatest hype, but you know, it doesn't. That with that stuff, it doesn't really matter. It's more of like it's our fans, you know, that keep us going.
Do you think that's because it's the genre, because it's meant to be upbeat and uplifting, people don't take it seriously?
Yeah, and I think people are like are you know, they feel a lot of pressure to like be a certain way and to listen to a certain type of music. And I'm not saying my band is like a guilty pleasure because we're a real legit band, like we've been around for a long time. But you know, it's just people. I feel like there's a lot of people that used to listen to our band that pretend that they don't like us anymore, and you know they're into like whatever the new hipster thing is, which is totally fine. And you know, people have to get through their bullshit, but it's like, you know, that stuff has never been an issue for us. Like we just keep doing what we're doing, and we have fun doing it, and yeah, I mean, and it's not like we all listen to just punk rock. Like we're, you know, we've been in this for a long time, and we grew up going to shows and, you know, listening to all sorts of music. So
who's on your iPod at the moment?
I have a lot of different stuff I can go through right now.
Have you got your recently played list?
Yeah.
We can have a look.
My recently played.
Is it going to be embarrassing then?
No. Here, I'll pull it up. So I was just listening to the new Horrors record.
Okay.
I have some Me Without You, Wonder Years.
Sweet.
Yeah, all the Suede stuff. New band story so far, which is kind of cool. Rock from the Crib, Tank Williams, Psychic Babble. It's they're like I think Anthony Green from Circa Survive plays in them. Washed Out, Lemonheads, I love.
There's a good mix there, isn't
I
it?
have a skate playlist, and it's Cerebral Palsy and like Black Flag and stuff. So I don't know, I have a lot of different stuff on here.
Do you get a chance to skate much?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you bring it with you, or you're...
I do, and then everyone makes fun of me because I always break them.
Oh no, are you a bit clumsy?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your thing.
I'll do like stupid things on it, and then I'll like break it in half.
Oh no.
And everyone like laughs at me.
That's an every game, isn't it?
Yeah, and then there was a tour where I was riding around and the wheel caught like a rock or something, and I just went flying forward and like totally bruised up my whole rib cage, like right before the first show of the tour. And it sucked trying to play. Like,
oh dear. Well, please stay safe.
Yeah, thanks.
And good luck for tonight, and I'll
Thank
be
you.
watching you at Reading.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.